Hey everybody, welcome to another Money Review. Today we're doing another kit overview, and this is my Ukrainian-inspired SBU-ish plate carrier, and we're going to go over the whole thing. I'm going to talk about what I like, what I've changed over the time, and what I've kind of settled on, and what is stuff I've seen that I would call accurate versus stuff I've just kind of put in myself because it's something I like. So, we're going to go left to right, up and down, flip it over, to go from there. What this is, so the base carrier here is a Ferro Concepts FCPC V4. That's the plate bags that we have here. This is a fantastic vest. I absolutely love this thing, and it is most definitely an upgrade and a nice evolution in the Ferro Concepts line of plate carriers. I don't have a Ferro cummerbund on here, though. I will let you guys know that now. I am running a Haley Strategic cummerbund. It was something I had actually swapped out and put on another plate carrier, and then I threw it on here because I didn't have another cummerbund for it, because these come just plate bags when you buy them. You have to get the cummerbund separately. I do plan on swapping this out probably at some point for the Ferro Concepts Assault cummerbund, but for now, this is what I'm going to be running. The Assault cummerbund would be more accurate for a Ukrainian setup. It's kind of why I'm probably going to switch out to it. I'm just kind of waiting on how I want to have it and if I want to have it. Probably going to, but there's some things I got to get. Like I want the release buckles. I don't want to just do it willy-nilly. So anyway, all right. So we're going to talk about this area here, and then I'll talk about. No, actually, we're just going to talk about it starting here at the top. So starting here on the face, excluding the shoulders, we have a Peltor style push to talk. This is the push to talk with the down lead coming out of the top, and then you actually plug in the comms port into the comms port there. So you've got your headset that goes in, and then you've got your down lead that comes out the top and then comes down. Other Peltor styles have the down lead coming at the bottom. This is that one. This is the one I've seen the Ukrainians running, and that's kind of why I went with that. I have a little headlamp here on the chest. Seen this quite a few times with the Ukrainian guys. I'm assuming it's probably because of all the trench warfare they're doing, and it does make sense. It's really useful. I have it taped up to kind of stop glare and also to protect the lens just a little bit from getting smashed up. Is a really nice helmet light. This is a Petzl. Don't remember the model number, but I have a review of this on my channel. And then I have a large Ukrainian IR flag on the front. I got this from a company in Canada. It's really nice, actually, and it does function. I tried it out over a few weekends back. I have this source hydration setup here. This is a source tube going to a source bag in the back, and then you've got the QD bite valves. I have discovered while playing, I'm still gonna figure out how to do this recently, that you can lose one of these. I guess I was crawling around and messing around, and I must have bumped the release, and then my bite valve vanished. So that kind of sucked. So I got to figure out exactly how I want to address that issue for future use. I'm probably going to do something with tape here to kind of tape that release to make it harder to initiate. Down here, I have a source bite valve piece holder thing. This is actually pretty cool. It mollies in, and it's a magnet, and just kind of keeps your tube in place. I have reviewed that. Pretty great stuff. Coming down, we have a Ferro Concepts, what do they call this? Triple elastic AR, the TEAR pouch or flap, and it's hooked into the actual carrier. This is pretty cool. I've seen these on Ukrainian dudes, or at least copies or something very similar. Totally nice pouch. I really do like it. It is multi-caliber. I can run these magazines in it like I am, the ARs, but you can get 7.62 mags into it, especially AK-74 magazines. They go in with no issue. So that is kind of cool. I like the fact that I can run one flap and have it set up this way. And then I also have a dope flap, which I've seen used by Ukrainian guys, that I kind of swap in and out depending on what kind of game I'm playing or how much stuff I want to carry. In that dope flap, I have a Shaw Concepts. What the hell is the name of that thing? It is their, I forgot the name of it. It's a Shaw Concepts insert, and it's specifically made for AKs. It's pretty cool. All right, so below here, I've got a small little tourniquet sleeve that I made myself, and then it's just Velcroed in above a Emerson dangler that is a copy of the Ferro Concepts. I made a few minor changes to it just to kind of give it more aesthetic look to a real one. I added the little pull here like a real Ferro has. Inside here, I've got a source fill piece, so I can fill my bladder without taking it out. I can just put that in, put a bottle in there, fill it up. And then I've got little alcohol wipes and a survival blanket in case it gets really cold, especially if I'm going to like a larger MILSIM event. And then I have a signals kit in here I put together using an old what is this? Watson strobe case. I got a little signal mirror, IR strobe, etc. And I got the filters for the headlamp are right there. And then I've got the battery for the strobe to go onto. And I got a small push light that I can Velcro onto stuff. Little green one. And then I'll also have a light out here. I think this is red. No, it's blue. A little blue one. If you know a lot about this kind of stuff, the blue lights are actually useful for finding blood. Not that I plan on having to do that. That's kind of just set up from when I was actually doing stuff. But I do carry it for BB wars because it just looks great. And it does actually work at larger events because nods have become so prevalent at those events. It's kind of crazy. Got a little patch on here. This actually was a patch thing I got from, I think, Northern Provisions on Instagram. It was a fundraiser patch. Kind of like it. It was for the Ukrainian guys helping get equipment. Go in this direction. We have a small knife in here. I always kind of keep these. I really like these. These are CRKT knives. They're the KISS knife. Really small, fit into a molly area space really well. It's always nice to have like a fixed blade in case you need to open something or cut something. It's just nice to have. For the comms, I'm running a what's the hell's that brand? Catalina, I think Catalina antennas. Cattail antenna though. That's a wearable whip antenna. I have it routed through the inside of the cummerbund, as you can see here. It goes down and then through the little port. And then on the inside, I have a Ferro Concepts wingman for my radio right there. So it's pretty cool. The cattail antenna runs all the way through the cummerbund and out the back, which we're about to show you. And then I've got a pair of Oakley gloves kind of hooked up here. These are my Oakley 2.0s. You do see these with the Ukrainian dudes here and there, so I thought they'd be a nice little addition. Plus, I got them for Christmas. Can't really complain. And then I've got a Elite Spanker magazine pouch here. I kind of wanted to add something on here that wasn't super Gucci, that you could just easily get, because I've seen a lot of Ukrainian volunteers and guys running some weird shit that you would get off Amazon, and that's why I went with this, and it's actually a decent pouch. Again, we've got Lancer Systems AWM mags from SOCOM Gear, and they're pretty nice. They definitely add some nice touches to your kit, especially if you're doing something like the MCX. That's a really common magazine they run. I've got a IR Chemilize that I can use as a buzzsaw for marking. And then we're going to flip it over. On the back, we have the Ferro Concepts hydration pouch, zippered in. Excuse me. And I've got the small source bladder in here. Pretty cool. I like the fact that I can add panels. So if I wanted to, if I was going to a larger event where we're going to be using lots of thermobarics, flashes, etc., I could zip this panel on, and now I have a small amount of space to hold some random stuff that I might need, and I can run some thermobarics or flashes back here. And if I don't need this, I can zip it off and just run the hydration. Really cool way of doing these back panels, and I think Ferro really knocked it out of the park with that design. And then my buddy runs, and I also have, but I don't have been running it, the double pouch here where it's just 2 GPs. That is a fantastic setup. It's a great way of running just enough gear to get you through a full day without needing a full-on pack, and I really like it. I got a Donbassonia patch on here from Northside Group that I got off of Instagram directly from them to help support them. And then that's about it for the back. Oh, right here, so you can see a little port, little slit. That is how you can route your antennas, which I got the antenna coming out back here, and then route it all the way up. So that's how this cattail runs. It's kind of why I still run the Haley cummerbund. I like being able to run my comms lines through my cummerbund and not over my shoulder. It's just a preference thing, but it's pretty cool, I think. Coming this way, flip it over. We have a surplus MTP smoke pouch. I've got an EG18X in there. And then right here we have the Longship Designs sewn up by Unobtanium Gear frag pouch. thing is so great. It's so small. When there's nothing in it, like right now, it just has no real footprint on your kit. One single channel molly, and then it's like the size of a pistol pouch when it's not loaded up with the frag. And I do like these quite a bit. I probably will be getting a few more of these to add to my kit just because they're so small, they're so lightweight, and they take up no space whatsoever. Haven't seen these in use in Ukraine, but I wouldn't be shocked if at least one or two of those guys that's super Gucci out there is running these or looking into them. I have a knockoff tube here to give me some donning and doffing capability, quick on and off. It works pretty good, actually. I like it. I have seen these in use, ironically, so it was just kind of a no-brainer to grab one of these fake ones and throw it on, and also to see how well it holds up. So far, it seems to be holding up for those guys, so holds up pretty good for me for Airsoft. On the top here, we have the axle zipper for admin purposes. I do like this quite a bit. It makes this little admin pouch built into the plate bag just more accessible and a lot easier to use. And I think it was a wonderful addition to my kit. I've also seen those. And then I do have the axle shoulder pads right here. These are fantastic. I am a broken human, and I've got some ailments that are issues. Some still require surgery that I probably won't get anytime soon. My shoulders are not the best. These shoulder pads really do help spread the load and spread the weight. I'm not running real plates in here because I am not a masochist, and this is just BB Wars. But I am running training plates from S&S Precision, and they do fit the plate bags nicely, and they add enough rigidity, it's just enough feel like I'm running something to make it feel like a plate carrier still. Overall, that is my walkthrough of my Ukrainian SBS-ish plate carrier, my Ukrainian kit. Been a really fun kit to run. A lot of good use out of it. A lot of, for lack of a better term, battle labbing for it. I've been using stuff that I probably never would have used otherwise, and also just nice to try something different and make something contemporary. And I thought it was kind of an interesting setup. And I liked what the SBU guys were doing prior to the invasion. I thought they had some really cool setups, and I had actually planned and started working on this, and then everything kind of went down. But yeah, they got some neat setups, and it's very unique, so I thought it'd be a lot of fun to do and just kind of try something different with my airsofting and BB wearing. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you got something out of this overview, and maybe you saw something new, or maybe you got to see some of this stuff that I've already reviewed, but now in a full presentation on a plate carrier, and you might have liked it. As always, top left-hand corner is the most recent video. Top right-hand corner is a video I think you'll enjoy. Bottom right-hand corner is the subscribe button. It's a little helmet. Punch that guy in the head and join me here, because if you liked this content, you're going to like everything else I do, because it's all in the same vein as this. Until next time, LARP smarter, not harder. Play some Airsoft, and I'll see you guys in the field. Take care.